Welcome to the course on Python for data analytics, machine learning, and generative AI. Today, we will learn what is data pipeline, model building, and deployment. Together, these stages form the foundation of MLOps, ensuring that models are not just research experiments but robust, production ready applications. A machine learning pipeline is a structured process that converts raw data into a deployed artificial intelligence models. It begins with collecting raw data from various sources. Then the data is cleansed and prepared so that algorithms can process it. Next, useful features are created from the data, which helps improve the performance of machine learning models. After that, machine learning algorithms are trained and evaluated. Finally, the trained model is deployed so that real users and systems can use it to generate predictions. This session covers several important components of a machine learning pipeline. First, we will understand the machine learning pipeline itself. Then, we will learn about data collection, where data is gathered from different sources. Next is data pre-processing, where messy data is cleansed and transformed. We will also explore feature engineering, which involves creating meaningful variables that help the model learn patterns. After that, we will discuss model training and evaluation, where machine learning algorithms learn from the data and their performance is tested. Finally, we will look at deployment strategies using Flask and Streamlit and how APIs integrate machine learning models with applications. By the end of the session, you will understand how machine learning models move from experimentation to real world use. A machine learning pipeline consists of six major stages. First is data collection, where raw data is gathered. Second is data pre-processing, where data is cleansed and structured. Third is feature engineering, where important variables are created. Fourth is model training, where algorithms learn patterns from the data. Fifth is model evaluation, where the model's performance is tested. Finally, the sixth stage is deployment, where the model is made available to real users. A well designed pipeline ensures reproducibility, scalability, and efficiency in machine learning systems. The first stage in the pipeline is data collection. Data is collected from multiple sources such as enterprise databases, CRM systems, and transaction logs. All this information is usually stored in a central data repository. For example, companies like Walmart collect large volumes of transaction data, inventory data, and customer behavior data every day. This massive data set becomes the foundation for building predictive models such as demand forecasting systems. Raw data is often messy and incomplete. Therefore, the next step is data pre-processing, where the data is cleansed and transformed. During pre-processing, several tasks are performed. Missing values are handled, categorical variables are converted into numerical forms, and numerical features are scaled. Outliers and noise are also removed. Tools such as Pandas, NumPy, scikit-learn are commonly used in Python to perform these pre-processing tasks. After pre-processing, the data becomes a clean numerical dataset that machine learning algorithms can understand. The third stage is feature engineering. Feature engineering involves selecting and transforming variables that improve the model's predictive power. Well designed features can significantly improve model performance. For example, in banking companies like JP Morgan, Chase create features such as credit utilization ratio, payment history, income stability, and debt to income ratio. These engineered features help models predict credit risk more accurately. Once the data is ready, the next step is model training. In this stage, machine learning algorithms learn patterns from the prepared data sets. Different algorithms can be used depending on the problem. Some common algorithms include linear regression, decision trees, random forest, gradient boosting, and neural networks. The goal of training is to minimize prediction errors and enable the model to make accurate predictions on new data. After training the model, we must evaluate its performance. Model evaluation ensures that the model works reliably and does not overfit the training data. Several evaluation metrics are used. These include accuracy, precision, recall, F1 square, and mean squared error. By testing the model on validation data sets and using cross validation techniques, we can ensure that the model performs well on unseen data. The final stage of the pipeline is model deployment. In this stage, the trained model is transformed into a useful software service. Instead of remaining a research experiment, the model becomes a system that can generate predictions for real users. Deployment often involves exposing the model through web services or APIs, allowing applications to send data and receive predictions instantly. One common deployment method is using Flask. Flask is a lightweight Python web framework used to create backend APIs. In this approach, the trained model is loaded into memory. Then, an API endpoint is created that accepts input through the HTTP request. The system processes the input using the model and immediately returns a prediction. For example, companies like PayPal use similar real time APIs for fraud detection. Another deployment method is Streamlit. Streamlit is a Python framework that allows developers to create interactive web applications and dashboards quickly. Unlike Flash, which focuses on backend APIs, Streamlit focuses on visual interfaces for users. For example, a Streamlit application might allow users to enter a house area and instantly see a predicted house price. Companies like Netflix use similar internal dashboards to test recommendation models before deploying them into production. Flask and Streamlit serve different purposes. Flask is mainly used as a backend API engine that enables mission to mission communication. Streamlit, on the other hand, is designed for interactive dashboards and user interfaces. Flask is often used in real time automated systems such as fraud detection. Streamlit is useful for data analysts and developers who want to explore models visually and test predictions. Both tools are valuable depending on the application requirements. APIs act as the communication layer between machine learning models and business applications. In a typical workflow, an application sends input data in JSON format. This request reaches the API gateway, which forwards the request to the machine learning model server. The model processes the input data and generates a prediction. Finally, the prediction result is sent back to the application instantly. This allows machine learning models to operate seamlessly inside real world software systems. In summary, a machine learning system follows a structured workflow called a machine learning pipeline. This pipeline includes data collection, pre-processing, feature engineering, training, evaluation, and deployment. Each stage plays an important role in ensuring the model works accurately and reliably. Machine learning systems are continuous systems. Once a model is deployed, it continues to generate predictions. These predictions generate new data, which can be used to improve the model further. This creates a continuous loop where the system keeps learning and improving over time. This cycle is essential for building intelligent systems that remain effective in changing environments. A well designed machine learning architecture provides three key benefits. First is reproducibility, which ensures that the same results can be achieved consistently. Second is scalability, which allows the system to handle larger data sets and more complex models. Third is efficiency, where automated APIs allow businesses to make faster and smarter decisions. These principles are essential for deploying machine learning solutions in real world organization. In this lecture, we explored how machine learning models move from raw data to real world applications using Python tools and frameworks. Thank you.